Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your monthly reading for March. I hope that all of you all out there are safe and, just kind of staying clear of what's going on around the world with this virus. And I just want to send you guys all my love and protective energies, okay? So Virgo, for the month of March for you, this is a time for you to embrace silence, a time to be observant, a time to think before you react to any given or to a certain situation that you may be dealing with, okay? This is a time of independence. It's a time where alone time, productive alone time is needed for some of you, okay? A time of, there may be someone that you're dealing with. It could be a romantic partner or a friend, where there may be someone who wants to offer you their cup of love in a way, an emotional offer, okay? But I feel in your reading, Virgo, there is a need to kind of just put your head down and focus on the task at hand and not really get involved with, it's okay to get involved emotionally with a certain situation, but just don't allow your emotions to dictate what you don't allow it to dictate your decisions, if that makes sense. Okay? What's interesting, Virgo, is that, well, I wouldn't say you have to be alone necessarily, like not be around people. I just feel like there is a change that is needed in the month of March. Some of you guys may be already dealing with this, or you may be struggling with this, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Wheel of Fortune. Change, okay? It's good change, but does that mean that things can't be a little rocky within that process? It very well may be rocky at in certain points in the process, but Virgo, you have a lot of water surrounding you, meaning, and maybe literally for some of you, there may be literally, maybe you guys need to be surrounded by water, need to take more baths. Some of you guys may take maybe more, you may feel much more comfortable taking showers, but there may be a need for you to take baths. There may be a need for you to go on a ship, or, I know given the circumstances of what's going on in the world, going out may not be something that you want to do, but there is a need to be surrounded, and there may be a need for you to understand that drinking water is important, okay? There may be a need to where you need to add more water into your diet, okay? That's for some of you on a more physical level in the month of March, okay? But given the fact that you're an earth sign, Virgo, depending on what's in your chart, for some of you, there is a need to allow your emotional aspects of your being to flow. Okay, like I said, there's change here. It's change for the better, for sure, but there is a need to not so much be driven by your emotions, but give yourself the space to experience them. Give yourself the space to be sentimental. Give yourself the space to understand intimacy. Not just on a romantic level, but like with your friends. Express your love for your friends. Express your love for your family. Express your love for yourself. Give yourself credit, right? Because earth energy is very grounding, but it can lack a lot of emotion. And some of you all may come across as being having a lack of sympathy or empathy, when that may not be the case. It's just the way you express yourself can be very earthy and not watery, if that makes sense. Now I say water because you have the Nine of Cups here. That's contentment, that's wish fulfillment, right? I feel that Virgo, you guys have been working very hard to gain this wish fulfillment, but then you have the Knight of Cups here. More cup energy, self-expression, creativity, creative expression, right? Showing a colorful part of yourself that you may not normally show to others around you, whether you know them well or not, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups. So this is huge wish fulfillment for you guys, Virgo. Huge, huge wish fulfillment. It's huge. But it's connected to... It's connected to... It's connected to an emotional part of yourself that you may not necessarily show for some of you, okay? For others of you, you guys do show your emotions. This all depends on what else is in your chart. You guys, in the month of March, for those of you who are already experiencing this, you are showing a more flamboyant part of yourself. You're being that colorful, beautiful, confident person, right? Sorry guys, I have an upstairs neighbor. She has a lot of family members. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear all this talking. Bear with me. So with all of this wish fulfillment happening for you, Virgo, there are those of you who are experiencing this during this month emotionally, like you're feeling fulfilled, whatever that fulfillment is, whether it's from a partner or a friend or a family member or your job, okay, with your own personal happiness. You have a sense of fulfillment here, right? But as far as your advice, Virgo, we have the cunning woman. And like I said, there is a need to remember, it's that balance, right? It's the need to still be observant. Because your earth energy is still here in your oracle cards. This is very earthy energy here with the cunning woman, very earthy, okay? And you also have the lamb, another earth energy, right? So this is getting in touch with that childlike part of yourself, getting in touch with... It's like earth and water meeting, right? It's a balance. There is a balance of the two. But I feel that there is an emotional aspect of your lives that needs to be addressed. Okay? But don't forget, Virgo, that it's okay to cry. It's okay to vent about your feelings and how and what's bothering you. For others of you, it's okay to be happy, okay? It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be childlike. There is no need for you to have to push away or reject those feelings. There is a childlike state, yet there is a sense of maturity as well. It's the balance of the two, okay? And when it comes to your physical health, Virgo, water, drink lots of water. Make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Okay? For others of you, some of you all may be thinking about having a baby. Right? And you're going to manifest that. I also feel that when it comes to manifesting your desires, there's not much that you really need to do. Sit back and observe. Sit back and let the universe give you what you need and what you desire. Let things unfold naturally, okay? The fact that, being, you know, you all, being the sign that you are and being somewhat, like a hermit. That's why you guys are considered the hermit in the tarot. This reading kind of contradicts that energy, right? It contradicts that. It's telling you, these cards are showing me color. It's showing me happiness. It's showing me fulfillment. It's showing me childlike energy, purity, creativity, an ebb and flow, right? This is not energy of blockages. It's not stagnant energy, which is really good to see, okay? So there is a need to create a channel for your energy here in the month of March. There is a need to progress towards a certain goal, and there is a time where you're kind of needing to just sit back and relax and go through a certain transition, no matter how uncomfortable or comfortable it may be. Right? So be the beautiful earth sign that you are, but at the same time, for those of you who have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, get in touch wherever that is in your chart. Get in touch with that energy, because I feel that it's going to teach you something. As you sit back and observe in your earthy energy, right? Express yourselves. The Knight of Cups here. I feel like there's a lot of, for others of you, you guys have worked very hard, been going to work, maybe working overtime, doing more work than the average person, and it's paying off. It's definitely paying off. And it's manifested and blessed you in a way that you may not have seen coming, you know? This is letting the world see you for who you are, without a filter, without question, without you having to explain why you're feeling the way you are. You know, not owing anybody an explanation for why you express yourself the way you do. This can also be breaking against a certain routine and doing things off of a whim and just saying, hey, I think I'm going to go for a hike, or I'm going to go for a swim, or I'm going to go on a cruise, or I'm going to travel here. It's, just kind of breaking the rules a little bit, the rules that you may have set forth for yourself in your life, right? For a time, in order to gain a sense of fulfillment and, like a rush of adrenaline, for a time. Just to have some fun for others of you. And also maybe even marriage and beginning your own family. There are those of you who there is this change here with the Wheel of Fortune, where there is someone who's offering their cup to you, or some of you guys are probably, you've been happy in a relationship, and there could be someone who is deciding, hey, I want to marry you, and offering you marriage, offering you their hand in marriage, right? If you're a man and you're wanting to marry someone and you're offering their hand in marriage, or you could be a woman as well, and or vice versa, whoever, there could be someone who is agreeing to marry you, or telling you, hey, I really want us to get married. How are we going to go about this? Or I want to have children. How many are we going to have, or how many, options do we have? Some of you all may be thinking about adopting children, or adopting a pet, a dog, a cat, whatever. For some of you, there is a sense of creating family after having been, in a very, very comfortable state in your life. And some of you all may have lived by yourselves for a while, and you guys have manifested a lot of things, a lot of good things for yourselves. And someone may have come along to say, hey, you know, I want to offer you this, a better life, a life full of, you know, that's even more fulfilling, a life of, you know, beauty and happiness. And that's exactly what you're manifesting with the Ten of Cups here, right? So it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be it could be someone. Maybe some of you all are looking for your own place to stay, and a roommate or someone may come to you saying, "Hey," or a friend may say, "Hey, you know, if you're looking for a place to stay, you can come live with me, and we can, you know, share a home." But there is no need for you to have to do anything extra to manifest that, Virgo. Just sit back and just let things pass, let things happen. You know, if there are some things that are kind of in the way or obstacles, just sit back and let things happen, because the universe is here to help you out with the Lamb here. This is this card, this earth energy, but it's also representing a still small voice kind of a thing, just kind of in silence, but there is a sense of listening, right? The lamb is not a predator, is not this huge animal that's going to make a statement with their body language or with their teeth or their claws. Yet the lamb is very symbolic of purity, is symbolic of that still small voice, of that childlike energy. Okay? Before you act on something, or before you feel that you have to do extra to manifest something, just sit back and just let things unfold first. Let things happen one step at a time, and then the rest will fall into place. Okay? So that's your message for your March, your monthly reading for March. Much love and light to all of you guys, all Virgos around the world, whether you're Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And I also pray for all of you all's protection and safety during this time, and I wish you guys the best of luck on this journey for the rest of the month. All right, take care. Bye.